Hello, welcome back to Hawks Tarot. I am Dr. Jennifer Hawks. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do a little tidbit on Gemini's love life right now. So I want to ask the angel deck what's going on in Gemini's love life, and we'll go from there based on what we get, and then I'll pull you a Lover's Oracle card as well, okay? So please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, I appreciate all of you for doing that. So, angel deck, what can you share with me? Show me Gemini's love life. Current situation, Gemini's love life. Gemini's love life, please. Okay, so you've got Ace of Water and Knight of Fire. So some of you may have a new offer coming in, or you may actually be kind of falling in love right now. You might be a little restless. I'm getting this sensation that some of you are a little restless about a new offer coming in. You're like wanting to know, when is it coming? When is it coming? For some of you, though, I want you to remember your worth, because the Knight of Fire, while very passionate, can also be someone that's very quick moving. And so just remember your worth and make sure that you do take the time to get to know somebody, especially with love situations. I don't want any of you to have additional heartache that's unnecessary, right? So you have Ace of Water and Knight of Fire for your current situation. So some of you, I think, are in this very passionate stage with someone where you're starting to fall in love with them, or you have fallen in love with them, and you want this relationship to grow. That's for some of you. For another group of you, I feel like you have a very passionate love offer that's going to be coming in very soon. And then for another subset of you, I feel like this is a reminder to give yourself love, because we never want to rely on anybody else for our personal emotional fulfillment. And we don't want to seek validation through sex or a partner, right? So I think for some of you, this is actually a reminder about that you may have someone come in very quickly, and that you need to think that through to make sure that's what you actually want. Am I happy on my own and I want this partner because they complement my life and I want to get to know them more? Or do I want this partner just so I don't feel alone? Right? So there's 3 very big messages that I got just there for my Geminis. If some of you have options that come in that you're not interested in, or that you feel like, well, this is the only offer I'm getting, don't take it just because it's the only offer that you're getting. Work on yourself, right? Make sure that you don't have any self-limiting beliefs, and that you're not somehow actually blocking the universe from bringing in a true love for you. Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about Gemini's love life. More about Gemini's love life. 3 of Fire. So a lot of times in the depiction on a 3 of Fire card, you see, the ship coming into harbor. Some of the cards, you see the ship actually leaving the harbor. But 3 of Wands is often significant for that aspect of waiting on the ships to come in, and then on the turnabout, catching the boat before it leaves, right? So there's this aspect of it's an aspect of abundance. 3 of Fire is. Things look pretty good, but it's also about making long-term plans while also having patience, right? So I want you to make sure that you do attract the right type of love and that you attract the love that you actually really want. And for those of you that are already in love and you're building this relationship, I want you to remember that aspect of patience and getting to know somebody, taking off the rose colored glasses and making sure that this is the person that you want to spend your life with. Now, if you aren't looking for that, perfectly fine, right? If you're not looking for a long-term partner and you're just looking to have fun, just make sure that's clear with both parties, right? We don't want any hurt feelings on either side, and it's not good energetically to mislead someone. Not saying you're doing that, but just make sure that if this is a building of a relationship that and you do see a future with them, that you look closely at what you are building. You make sure to still continue to give to yourself and that you have patience and let the relationship unfold the way that it's supposed to, right? For those of you that are, wanting something new to come in, it does look like you have a new passionate, potentially fire sign energy coming in pretty quickly for you. Things look good. Continue to have patience. Continue to make sure that you know your worth and you manifest what you want in your life, that you focus on your personal, emotional fulfillment, and you make long-term plans for yourself. The star on the bottom of the deck, which is all about positive, optimistic, long-term plans, happy times, and having faith. For some of you, I get this feeling that your soulmate, your love that you're going to encounter in this lifetime, the next love you're going to encounter, I feel like they might be hermited a little bit right now. Like they're trying to make sure that they figure out what they want for themselves before making any moves forward. They may be using their experience and investing in themselves right now to create this sensation that and the emotions of being good on their own. They may also be really just trying to organize things with their finances and with their family and with their feelings. And so they're taking that time for themselves and not making a move yet. When they do come in, it looks like they're going to come in quickly. But for some of you, you've got someone that's actually taking the time for themselves to make sure they're doing everything they can to make the right decisions moving forward in their life as well. So, hey, we'll take it on that one, right? I would rather someone come in healed and at the right time for them as well as for ourselves, right, Geminis? Okay. Anything you can share with me about what's coming in soon for Gemini's love life? What's coming in for Gemini's love life? You got Knight of Water and Two of Fire. So a lot of fire and water on the board so far. So the Knight of Water is about falling in love. It's that Prince Charming, kind of vibe to it. A very sweet person. They tend to be very romantic. But the Knight of Water and the Two of Fire. Two of Fire is often about balance, contracts, making decisions to move forward, deciding to work with someone. But in general, it's about continuing to move forward. Someone that comes into their own as well is the Two of Fire. So you, like I said a minute ago, maybe your true love is actually taking this time for themselves. And then when they feel ready, they're going to come show you what they're about. So what's coming soon, Geminis, is Knight of Water and Two of Fire. This can also speak to you having to make a decision about this person or on this person when they come in. Two of Fire can be about travel as well. So maybe you're going to meet a very romantic, emotional, sweet person while traveling or while moving forward in your own life. Okay, so that's what's coming soon. Okay, show me. Give me advice for my Geminis. Advice on Gemini's love life. You got Ace of Earth. Wonderful. It's an influx, an inflow of abundance. Promising business ventures. It could be an offer from the universe. It could be a small gift. Could be about contracts, documents, things like that. Always make sure you get a contract when you're working with someone and involving when it's involving money or intellectual property. Okay, that's just Doc Hawk's tip to you on that one. I think most of us have been burned on not making sure that contracts are correct in the past, right? So Ace of Earth is your advice here. This could also be on an advice level about taking an offer that comes in. You know, if it is business related, even though this is a love reading, we meet lots of loves through business. It could be about taking an offer that comes in and some of the important people that you're going to meet with this new business venture. This could also be about, you know, the aspect of making sure you do your due diligence in not only getting to know somebody, but due diligence with contracts and things like that. Ooh, you also got for advice the Lovers in the reverse. Lovers is your card, Gemini. It can speak to a choice in love. It can speak to a choice in general. But it's about intimate relationships. It's about, you know, lovers can be about good health, can be about just intimacy with someone in general. But it's that choice, that carefully weighing your decisions. That came out in reverse for you. A part of me wants to tell you that the advice is telling you to take the offer and not weigh it out so much. And that so wholeheartedly goes against what I normally would firmly believe about making sure you look closely at options, especially with so much fire coming in here when it has to do with love. That quick moving, passionate, adventurous energy. You know, so maybe you do need to take a leap of faith a little bit and accept a new offer. Accept, you know, and I'm not saying go get married to somebody or go jump into bed with them. I'm saying maybe you need to be a little bit more open about taking an offer and not trying to figure somebody out completely before you even go on your first date with them. Right? Maybe you're being too over analytical or too analytical in general, right? And you're kind of blocking some of what's right for you in your path. So that's where it goes back to making sure that you put that love into yourself, that you trust yourself, that you make sure that you are happy and good on your own. And that if somebody complimentary comes into your life and you get a good feeling about it, even if you're a little nervous, but you get an overall good feeling about it, you might want to try it out. You might want to take the time to actually explore that option and take the offer, so to speak. Okay. Bottom of the deck for that advice was King of Air, which is about speaking your mind with confidence. It's also about seeking out professional advice. I love the King of Air for the balance of the heart and head. But you got King of Air on the bottom, as well as right underneath that, you got King of Water. Underneath that, you got the Magician, which is about manifestation and creating the life you want. So this could actually be speaking on um, the new offer that comes in, that it's really not going to be a hard choice, right? That this is what you've manifested, this is what you've brought in, and this person may actually harness King of Air and King of Water energies already. Use your experience, be very diplomatic and wise in your decision making, of course, but also make sure you keep your heart open, because when this offer does come in, we want to make sure that we're not just blocking our own blessings. You got to know your worth, because you've been manifesting this, Gemini. You're also the magician. You've been manifesting this. Don't block your own manifestations, baby. I also just got this thought process, especially with the King of Air here, and then what came up before about the contracts and the Ace of Earth as well, with important documents or contracts. There may be something that you actually need to hire a lawyer or seek some form of professional advice about in your business that will somehow actually relate back to your love life. Maybe some of you are going to meet someone who works in the legal field that is actually going to help you, or maybe someone who's a really good business mind is actually going to help you or introduce you to somebody, or maybe they're the right one, right? But something about that's seeking advice, professional advice, especially with all the aspects of contracts and the long-term plans that you're supposed to be making. So do your due diligence, and if you need to hire a lawyer or seek some form of additional professional advice, it looks like that's coming up here for you too. And that may actually be what helps bring in your love for you. Okay. Show me what's going to happen in Gemini's love life in the next few months. What's going to happen? What's the outcome here for the next few months for Gemini's love life? The Empress? Is your Empress coming in, or my Gemini's bossing up and becoming Empress status? This is lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. So, Gemini, please make sure you continue to nurture yourselves. And masculine or feminine, you can all be the Empress. The Empress is the epitome of all four queens. And this also can be a pregnancy or a motherhood card. So some of you Geminis might be getting pregnant in the next few months. If that's what you want, congratulations. If that's not what you want, you know what to do. I'm a Dr. Gemini, but we don't need to have that conversation. I think you all know. So you got the Empress as the outcome in your love life for the next 3 months. Some of you may even be actually realizing your worth and getting out of a situation that you've been in, but putting that love back into yourselves and really allowing yourself to embrace the change and feel good about yourself again, and know that things are going to get better after a painful ending. So I just got that for some of you Geminis that maybe are already in a relationship, but it's really not what you want, or it's really not matching with your essence. It doesn't make you feel good about yourself. Now, of course, feel good about yourself on your own, but sometimes when we're in relationships and we just want them to work so we don't feel like a failure, we can hold on a lot longer than we're supposed to that relationship. But all we can do is learn lessons from each and every situation and each and every person, and have gratitude for the lessons that we learn, know our worth, and be grateful for that, and be grateful for the universe and each situation that comes our way. And then make sure that we move forward, not only with a sense of gratitude, but with a sense of balance, of keeping our heart open, knowing that better things are coming, having a very positive outlook and feeling better about ourselves. Some of you, that is what the Empress meant for the next 3 months, is actually, becoming confident again in yourself, and nurturing yourself after a painful ending that needed to happen. Some of you Geminis are even going to give up an addiction in the next 3 months. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a person, right? It could be anything that you're addicted to, that everything in balance, right? That maybe isn't serving you anymore. And that's part of the outcome of nurturing yourself. Sorry. So, Geminis, let's see here. So that's the outcome for 3 months. This doesn't look bad. This looks really good. And it looks like a lot of you Geminis are either going to learn your worth and get out of a situation that needs to end. That came up later. What initially came up was this new emotional offer coming in, a new offer coming in. That came up twice. A lot of fire energy and some water energy. So it looks like for the new love, or the love that's currently around you, could be Gemini specifically, could be fire. A lot of this is fire energy. Could be water, and there's only one earthly card on the board here, really. So yeah, a lot of different situations there for Gemini's current love life. Let's get a lover's oracle and see here. What is Gemini's true love message here? What is the message from Gemini's true love? What is the message here about Gemini's love life from Gemini's true love? Okay. I'm going to shuffle again. That came out quite ridiculously. Gemini's message from their true love here. Okay. You got new beginning. A new adventure awaits you. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. This is a new beginning. So that's for some of you, right? Because we talked about that new beginning. I want to point out that, sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages right now. For those of you that I talked about the relationship growing, like you've fallen in love already and the relationship's growing, but you need to let it unfold at its own pace and be patient. We have here, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. So that's for some of you. And then I want to point out what's interesting here is, so the Lovers, when it came out during your reading, it came out in reverse. The card My Beloved came out in reverse, literally landed just like this, in reverse, on top of the Lovers in reverse. My Beloved card says, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And then you got two more cards. So this is might be for some of the same Geminis, might be for different Geminis. But these came out together. You got Twin Flames and Soulmate card came out together. Twin Flames is your passion ignites. So once again, could be about a resurgence or a new beginning that we saw here in the cards. And Soulmate, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So that makes a lot of sense with what we just read. Is that you're the magician here and you keep manifesting the life that you want. And it's about making sure that you take the time to get to know somebody, but that you also take opportunities when they come in and that your heart stays open. And everything you're putting out to the universe, this is saying that your soulmate already feels you just like you feel them. They just may not be here physically with you yet. But that was Soulmate and Twin Flames. Such gorgeous artwork on these cards. All right, we're going to close it out there, Geminis. I love you all. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, as always, go do something good for yourself today. Bye, Gems.